If you like this Marty Robbins album, I think you're really gonna dig this record by Chelino Sanchez. I feel like even though these were released 30 years apart, they're like kindred albums in a sense. Now, Chelino was a Mexican singer who sang and wrote songs in a very interesting style called narco corrido, which is basically a Spanish-style ballad with lyrics about true crimes or true stories. In fact, he himself shot and killed a man who raped his sister, and he also spent time as a drug dealer and an immigrant smuggler, bringing people across the US border. And while spending some time in jail, he started writing songs for other inmates to commemorate their stories and crimes they committed. Sadly, his life was cut short when he was murdered in '92, the same year this album came out. Since then, he's gone on to have this legendary status, but I think his murder often gets sensationalized and it overshadows his music, but it's really worth listening to. And if you're like me and you don't quite understand a lot of Spanish, I think you're still gonna get a lot out of his singing because he has this very unique style. It's more like barking at times and he's not always in tune, but he knew that and it adds to the authenticity of the music. And I think that helped his rise in popularity while he was still alive and touring. He also sang with a very distinctive regional accent, which at the time was unheard of. Check out track 5 on side A to hear what I'm talking about. I think it's really great that Craft Recordings is putting out reissues of his records because trying to get original copies on vinyl can be very expensive, and this one sounds fantastic. So definitely check out Chelino Sanchez however you can. He's really worth listening to.